Hello everyone, this is Shrike playing more Demon Bluff. We're on Ascension 10 because this game is awesome and I can't stop thinking about it. So, there is one evil among all characters. Find and kill it. So we've got our regular villagers who are good and tell the truth to the best of their abilities unless they are corrupted. There are outcasts that have different effects as well. And the drunk is an outcast that's good, but lies. And they are corrupted and cannot be cured by someone like the alchemist, who would normally be able to cure. But we have the evil chancellor here, who is, well, he lies, but he also hides his identity as one of the good characters. And he also converts one villager to another outcast. So let's see what we got here. Between 4, 5, and 6, there is an outcast, a minion, and a villager. Which means one of these would be, if one is telling the truth, one of these would be Chancellor. There's Bombardier here. There's one corruption around you. I mean, that just means 6 is not the fool, basically. That's all that really means. I got a judge. I got 6 is good. So 5, if 5 was lying about 6, then they would have to be the fool or evil. Or not the fool, the drunk. Which is that is a possibility. But assuming if they were the evil one, they're the chancellor, then they'd have to be lying about 6 being evil, and there's no other evils, so that wouldn't be possible. So they could be the fool, or they could be good. If they are good, well, I guess the drunk is good, technically. But if they're telling the truth, then 6 is them saying that between 1, 2, and 6 is a villager, outcast, and minion. That implies that 1 is the minion. I can use the judge to see if 5 is lying. Supports this theory. Since we know there's a Bombardier here, we know he is almost certainly good. That means 1 is almost certainly evil. Look at that. Very good. The drunk was actually down here, which was pretending to be the alchemist, funny enough. That's cute. And he was lying about the corruption. Okay, I mean, that tracks. All right, so we go to village 2. We have to clear 7 villages in a row in order to beat this ascension on this difficulty. So here we got the wretch, who is a good person, but reports as evil to everybody else. Then we got another drunk. We got the witch, which means we can't reveal the last card. We have another chancellor. We also have a baker. So if I reveal the baker early, one of our other good villagers gets converted into a baker, and I get like no information. So we might have to work with very little here. Okay, I'm gonna not use her ability immediately. I'm going to. This is the dreamer. You got the wretch. 2 is a real dreamer. Okay, you got some support there. Another druid. Well, there shouldn't be 2 of any kind. So one of them is fake, but I can basically have them both check the same characters, and one of them will lie to us. I was a druid. That's almost certainly a lie. And I can't reveal the last card. Okay. The last one should probably... Actually, I don't know. We didn't reveal the original baker, so I don't know if 7 is a baker or not. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the baker is... I need to be able to verify. So I'm going to do these ones. There's a drunk. I'm assuming 6 is the drunk in that case. But I can do this as well and see if we get the same results. 2 or 6, 4, and 2. There are no outcasts. Next, what I can do is learn 1 role that is there and 1 that is not there. So let's do these two. There's a druid or medium. So I'm assuming this person is evil. Good, because I believe this one, everything kind of checked out. And then I think 6 is probably the fool. Or the drunk, sorry. I always call it the fool. Because these guys are more or less verified. You're verified because nobody can actually pretend to be the wretch. Which means that leaves 7. There you go. Who was in fact beside the drunk. So we figured everything out. That's excellent. All right. Village 3. It does get more difficult the farther on we go. Now there's now 8 characters. So we got a witch and a minion. That's pretty simple. There's one source of corruption from the plague doctor. And there is the alchemist to go with though. So then, oh, a knight's pretty good to go with this. Confessor. Okay. Only one pair of evil. That implies the 2 evils are right beside each other. If true. There was one corruption around you, but you cleansed them. Okay. There's a slayer. A knight. Since there should be no corruption, I can try and test the knight. The knight is real. Very good, because the knight cannot die unless they are corrupted. We have the plague doctor, but in theory, nobody should be corrupted. Because the alchemist should have killed him. You are saying that you're dizzy, which means you're evil or corrupted. I strongly believe that this alchemist is probably true and that you are evil. And I can't reveal number 8. Well, there's the minion. We can test number 2 pretty easily by using the slayer to kill 8. Wow, that was really fast. Everything just kind of fell into place in the perfect order too, really. All right, next. Got the doppelganger, so it can pretend to be somebody else. A minion and a shaman, which means there will be 2 of the same villager role, and then the doppelganger will copy somebody else. So if we see 2 pairs of 2 different villagers, don't be too concerned. One's a slayer potentially. Both sides are equally evil. So between 8 to 4 and well, both sides basically. It includes the middle either way. Okay. Number 7 was afflicted by an evil. Now, to be afflicted by an evil, they could be turned into an outcast. They could be corrupted. They could be cloned by the shaman. They could be... That means they are highly likely to be... Well, we can see. A judge. Are we going to have a second judge? Well, there's a second slayer here. Another judge. Okay. So this is probably the shaman's duplicate. And one of the slayers is probably the doppelganger. There's a third judge. Okay, one of the judges is not real. I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil. Well, that points at this slayer being evil. But I have the slayers attack each other. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. So you seem like you are true. That means 8, 7, 5, and 4 are probably not evil. Well, one of them probably has to be, unless 2 is lying to us. Which is a possibility. I can figure out which of the judges are lying to us. 5 says they're telling the truth, which I do believe is correct. You saying they're saying the truth? They all agree. So are they all legitimate? 7 was afflicted by evil. What could they possibly have been afflicted by? Nothing, I don't think. So I think 3 is actually the most suspicious one. Nice. Look at that. So there was 2 judges because one of them was... Oh, it could have been... Oh yeah, 7 is... Wait, what? Oh, 7's the doppelganger, not the shaman copy. I see. So the one of the judges was the shaman copy. And then the doppelganger was the third one. Then the shaman just happened to disguise themselves as Slayer by pure chance. Per chance. Pure chance. Okay, I mean, sure. This is going really well so far. It usually doesn't go this well. Okay, we got 3 evils now. 1 demon and 2 minions. A knight. What do we have for corruption possibilities? Nothing immediately obvious, but there is one hidden outcast, which could be anything. It is not the lycanthrope, since there is no day-night cycle. Okay, possibly a druid. Another druid. There shouldn't be any duplicates, so one of them is suspicious. Plague Doctor. You're saying shut up. That means 5 is almost certainly... Well, is going to be the Rambler. And that means I could check 6. 1, you didn't get stopped from talking. That means you're lying to us. And because we do have a Plague Doctor, they could be corrupted into lying. They don't have to be evil. But I would suspect you're probably correct and 1 is probably evil. But we can see. There's a knight. I don't know if they're corrupted or not. Would it be more beneficial? Because I can't reveal both of the last 2 cards. I could get some information on them potentially and see which one I prefer. Oh, actually, I'm not going to reveal 5 because 5 is the Rambler. So I'll reveal these instead. 2 knights, huh? Well, something's very, very suspicious here. Let's see if you're corrupted or not. Not corrupted. If you're lying, I'm going to kill you. We can test the knights. If one of them's corrupted, though, there's a problem. I can learn if they're outcasts. I don't... Oh, our 2 outcasts are here. I see. So that accounts for that. I don't have a lot of information. Learn 1 role amongst them. Let's do the 2 knights. Witch or Ba. One of them has to be correct, so I'm going to just start... Oh, the knight is real. This knight is the witch. Okay. Now... So 1 was correct, and Ba was the fake one. Or was the made-up one, which is how she works. So I believe her. So it's one of the druids that is evil. So let's see if we can get them to lie to us. There are no outcasts. That's a lie. They both lying to me. One of them's corrupted. I don't know which. Yeah, because everybody else seems to be telling the truth. And the Plague Doctor had to have corrupted somebody. And it wasn't 4. Otherwise, they would have blurted it out. And we tested 6. I guess it could have been a knight, but... I have to just 50-50 this, I think. And they were the corrupted one, so 2 is the evil one. Okay. So we get slightly less score, but otherwise that is fine. And the Rambler was there. No surprise. Very well. Village 6. Oh boy. We got boss. So we're going to have another... Okay, our 1 outcast is something. I don't know what. There's a puppeteer who converts a villager into a puppet. Puppet is evil, but still tells the truth. The shaman. There are 2 same villager roles. Okay, so we can see duplicates. It's not that big of a surprise, but there's no witch, right? There's no corruption. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad. Another druid. Wow. 3 is a real judge. Let's take a look. All right, they are potential an investigator. Confessor says they're good. Poses evil is clockwise. 5 is a real confessor supporting them. Okay, we got 2 of these, which is expected. 2 druids. Okay, that is suspicious. 7 was affected by an evil, which means I think they are the shaman copy. That's the only thing that... Or it could be the puppet. I don't know which. So... 2... If they were lying to us, then 3 would also lie to us. Because they would not be a real judge. So let's see what he says about 7. He says 7 is lying. That 5 is not a real confessor. We don't know who, we have no idea what the outcast is. We know it's not a lycanthrope. That's about all we know. I need to find out if... Are you, or... You. No cast? No. What about you, or you? No outcasts. Both of them are in agreement that they're not outcasts. If she was evil or corrupted, she would be saying, I'm dizzy. Like, I'm inclined to believe she's real, but you're saying you're probably lying, and I don't know why you're lying. But I'm gonna... No, wait, that's true. But 3 says they're lying. 2 says they're a real judge. I think 2 and 3 might be evil together. Is my current thought. Or... Actually, I don't know. You saw the investigator. What is the most suspicious type among these 2? 2 or 3 is a minion. Here's the puppeteer. You lied to us. So you're not the puppet. Investigator would have to be the puppet then in that case. But you're still lying. So you're the shaman. And this is the puppet. Okay. Okay. Closest evil is clockwise. That implies that 7 is evil. Or 6 is lying to us. Because if it was 8 evil, then she'd be saying equidistant. We still have the druids, though. Who are we looking for right now? We're looking for Ba. Neither of these seem to be lying to us, but I don't know. I mean, 6 would probably be the outcast in that case. Or 9 is full of shit and just making shit up. It's looking like 8 and 1. Either of them is probably the shaman copy. I just don't know which one. But it doesn't really matter. In that case, I think they're both good. I'm thinking 6 is evil. No, they're corrupted. Oh, well, that is the outcast. Nobody tested them. They both told the truth. Because there's no other outcasts. You, I think it's got to be 9 then. It is. In fact, 9. Cool. Not bad. Everybody else had an alibi except for him. He was just making a claim that no longer made any sense. Because wasn't visited, wasn't turned into a puppet. The other possible medium, that would have been the shaman, the original medium that he would be the shaman copy of, was actually the shaman itself. And then we already had the much more plausible double druids. So, wow, are we gonna go without losing a life? That would be pretty amazing. Let's see if we can go all the way. Lilith, kill a random unrevealed character, deal 2 damage to you at nighttime. So we're on a bit of a timer. There is another drunk, unfortunately. There's a witch, so I can't reveal everything. And there's a minion. The minion's fine. Baker kind of sucks, I will say. The alchemist might help narrow down the drunk a little bit, but... Alright, number 1. What do you got? 3 is good. 5 or 7 is a minion. Do I want to test them, or do I want to leave them unrevealed? And see, like, what's number 2? I was a dreamer, but you're not the first baker revealed, so I think you're evil. You're the drunk. Okay, well, at least we get that out of the way. At least I don't have to worry about anybody lying. Oh, if anybody's lying at this point, they are straight up evil because there's no corruption. Someone's gonna die if I reveal a card. Let's do number 9 since it's adjacent to 1. A dreamer. Oh, well, 5 died. That implies 7 is evil. If 3 is telling the truth. Let's see what you have to say about this. There's an oracle or a drunk. We know the drunk is true. That means it can't be oracle. You're the minion. You're lying to us. Okay. That's a good piece of information. You are also telling the truth, and you lied to us. One lied to us. They cannot be corrupted. Therefore, they're evil. They're the witch. Okay. Well, I only have one good person revealed at this point. I was a gem crafter. No, you were not. Okay. If you reveal the baker, it has to be the original baker. And since I know there's no corruption left, it could not have been a corrupted baker lying, you know? And the drunk had already been killed, so it couldn't have been the drunk. Amazing. Let's see what the other ones were, just for funsies. 5 was good. Well, they died, so they were good, yes. And 4 away from the corrupted character. Yep, that is true. The drunk. And the alchemist. Yeah, that... all of those would have checked out, so... Well, we didn't even need it. Ascension level increased. Ascension 10. Well, now, we still have lots of time. I may as well do another run. Excellent. Knight, Poet, Confessor, Flag Doctor, and Puppeteer. Ooh. There's only going to be one outcast. We'll see which one it is. There's a Knight. I don't know if they're corrupted or not. Otherwise, I'd test them immediately. Ah, the Plague Doctor. Well, we can do that. Let's see first. Ooh, well, there can't be 2 of these. Can't be 2. I can test the Plague Doctor really easily. Number 3 is a real Bombardier. I am good. I think the Plague Doctor is evil. Gonna say they're corrupted. Well, we can test that. Yeah. Okay, that was a lot easier than expected. All right, go next. It's either that or we're getting really good at this. Poisoner, Chancellor, Drunk. Okay. There's 2 sources of corruption. Although one of them is going to be the Drunk. Chancellor is going to be beside the Drunk or the Doppelganger. So if you can identify him first, that'd be great. 7 was afflicted by evil. Could be the could have been poisoned by the poisoner. Or not. I am the original baker. Oh, that's not good for us. Well, let's see what happens here. I was a druid. I basically just converted them because I was expecting them to be good. There was no real the Knight. One revealed, one unrevealed good. Oh, well, okay. I mean, it's rough to test the Knight when I know there's... Oh, no. You're not supposed to be 2 of you here. You're probably lying. I think you're probably the poisoner. 7's probably the poisoned. Oh, sorry, not poisoned. Actually, it could be. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. 5. Yourself. You're telling yourself. Oh, you... Really now? This is terrible. This is terrible. I don't know who the Drunk or the Doppelganger. Well, one of these is probably the Doppelganger. There are no outcasts among them, so that would imply 1 is the Doppelganger. So I'm free to try and kill these guys over here. 5 was afflicted. I'm gonna... You're the Doppelganger! That means you lied to me. That's the Chancellor. So now I have to find where the poisoner is. 4 was affected by evil. No, he was not. There you go. And the baker was corrupted. Okay, so I was correct on this front. All right. You know what? That's not too bad. Not too bad. We can get slightly lower score, but that is fine. Wretch is not bad at all. Shaman. So we got 2 of these guys. And a witch. So I can't reveal everything. A bishop. Between 2 and 4, there's a minion and villager. What? You didn't tell me 3 characters. You told me 2 characters. I've never seen that before. If I lie, all characters I'm aiming for are villagers. How did you not give an outcast? Unless you're the outcast. Oh, he's the outcast. Wait, that can't be right because he's a wretch. The wretch, nobody can disguise as the wretch. I got 3. I'm 3 away from the corrupted character. Can there be any corruption? There can be no corruption. You're lying to us. Okay. I need to know if one is telling the truth. Saying the truth. So let's reveal them. The wretch. Well, that's not. Learn one outcast. If you are evil, you will tell us that there are no outcasts. You did tell us that. What? What? Between 1, 2, and 7, there was no outcast. But there's a wretch. You're not corrupted. You're not evil. The wretch cannot be disguised as. There's no reason to ever kill the wretch. What is going on? Why didn't you work? What is... 2 away from a corrupted character. How is there another... What? What is going on here, huh? Between 1, 2, and 7, there are no... Oh, because he shows us evil! The wretch only register as a random minion role or evil. He will never register as an outcast. Oh, I'm a fool. There's some edge cases like that. I'm like, but how did he not? Oh my gosh. Because he doesn't register as an outcast. So then it gets confused. It only gives me 2. And he thinks he's a minion because he's comes up as evil. Oh, well, we didn't get punished too hard for it, but try and remember that for the future. Poisoner and Plague Doctor. So there's 2 corruptions possible. No Alchemist. There's a Rambler. Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh, hey, look, there's the... We get partial information for revealing these. Oh, Plague Doctor. Okay. He's not going to tell us any real information. The medium, it would have been nice. Would have been nice. But I mean, that means he's almost certainly good. Wait, we've got 2. Can't both be... They can't both be... There can't be 2 outcasts. Plague Doctor, you're looking very evil. Confessor, you're looking very evil. Rambler actually gets his effects, but we can do this and see. Not corrupted, huh? He was real. That means the Rambler is evil? Yep. Okay, you know what? Could I have revealed more information to figure that out? Probably. Poisoner's 3 cards away from the closest evil. This is really the closest non-poisoner. Wait, no, that's not true. Oh, he's corrupted. That's why he's lying. I see. 1 away from the closest evil. And then we could have used their abilities. But you know what? A win is a win is a win. I will take it. There's a hidden outcast. And Chancellor converts 1 to an outcast. Shouldn't there be up to 3 outcasts then? We got Poisoner, so at least 1 corruption, but the Alchemist could be clutch here. 4 is a real Bombardier. So 4 is that, then the Chancellor is very highly 5 or 3. And I need to figure out which. Between 2, 4, and 8, there's an outcast, villager, and minion. That is probably true because I think 4 is the Bombardier. Let's see. 1 or 3 is a Chancellor. I think that means 3 is the Chancellor. Because this is looking reasonable. You're saying 5 is a real bishop. Ooh. I guess I'm going to have to reveal 4. There was 1 corruption around you. 3 or 5 is a Chancellor. We got 1 or 3. And we got 2 people pointing out 3 being the Chancellor. They were not... Are they both lying to me? They're not going to be corrupted. Okay, I think that means 8 is evil. Yep. That means either 7 or 1 are neutral. One of the outcasts. And 4 is Bombardier. Okay, that is true. So I don't think he's... Well, he might be the outcast. That means 7 is evil. Who are we missing? Bah. I should have used the fortune teller's ability first so I could actually see what they're lying about. So you were... They're saying there's an outcast there. I mean, you're good almost certainly. You can't be in cahoots with them. And I don't think you can be corrupted. 4 is actually some kind of neutral, I think. Some kind of outcast. Who could they be? They can't be the lycanthrope. Can't be the fool, the drunkard. It could be a doppelganger. That's what. Yeah, I think they're a doppelganger because there's 2 mediums and there wouldn't normally be two of them. And he got converted by the Chancellor, right? The Bombardier is the normal one. Yeah. So you are the neutral, probably doppelganger. If you're not the doppelganger, then 2 is evil. And is lying about 5. The poisoner couldn't poison anybody because the alchemist cannot be corrupted. Wait, but he's saying there's nobody that could have been corrupted here. So it's number 6 that's evil. The alchemist had nobody he could cleanse of poison because the poisoner was here and 2 immune people on either side. And yes, it was the doppelganger. Great. Dude, this game is so sick. It's so sick. Oh, we got a time limit. Okay. Oh, it's Lilith. All right. We got the Wretch and Rambler. Honestly, not bad in terms of neutrals. Although the Rambler can screw us a little bit. So the Puppeteer makes a puppet that is evil but does not lie. And then these guys will just lie. There's no source of corruption. That is good. There's a Dreamer. I definitely need to use their ability before nightfall. It's a Wretch and a Bard. I'm 1 away from a corrupted character. There can be no corrupted characters. Therefore, you are lying and you are evil. And that means 4 is the puppet. Because couldn't convert a Wretch. Well, the Dreamer, I may as well get some information out of you. Let's do Puppeteer and you. One is a Puppeteer or minion. We know the Puppeteer is true, so 8 or 9 is not a minion. 4 is affected by an evil. We already know this, so that is true. You are supported by multiple people at this point. So the Dreamer can now be like you and you. Is a Bard or Lilith? Well, Puppeteer was not one of them. One of them has to be true. So the Bard is... But the Bard is not... There's no corruption. There's no way for you to lie. So you're Lilith? This Dreamer is putting in work. Who do we have left? The minion. Between 6 and 7, there's a minion and villager. I don't know why it's not telling us 3. Oh, you're lying. Okay, there you go. Wait. There can only be 1 outcast, so it's the Rambler. Excellent. Excellent. Minion and villager. Yeah, yo, he's correct. I still don't know why he didn't tell us 3. I wonder if there was like there was an update that had no patch notes, and I wonder if they broke stuff. I don't know. 4 evils, including a Puppeteer, so there's going to be 5, potentially 5. There's an outcast that I don't know what they are, but so far there's no source of corruption. There are 2 pairs of evil, highly likely, highly likely. 1, 7, or 11 is evil. It kind of points more likely to 11 or 7 as evil. There's no timer, so there's no lycanthrope. 6 or 10 are evil. Okay, I mean, could be, could not be. I don't know yet. a dreamer. Well, one way to find out if one of these guys is lying. Empress or Oracle. So the Empress is legitimate, according to the dreamer. They could both be evil, and therefore both lying. So, if 4 is evil and lying, then that means both roles are faked. That would imply all 3 of them are evil. It's a possibility. That would mean the knitter would potentially be correct still. There's a wretch. If all 3 of them were evil, then there'd actually be 3 pairs of evil at the very least. So one would be lying. So I don't think the dreamer is probably evil. I'm assuming right now that the dreamer's good and the Empress is good. Others other than that I don't know. There's a fortune teller. Which I don't really have any information on. Oh, actually, you're saying that one of them's a witch. I don't know yet. 7 says 9 is a real oracle. 2 or 4 is a puppeteer. If 2 was the puppeteer, 4 would be saying the oracle is legitimate, and 6 or 10 would be a witch. That's a strong possibility, and it's stronger now because 7's also saying it, but 7 could also be evil and lying about it with 9, so the right side's more evil. I'm inclined to believe that just because the wretch is there. And then 10, there are no corrupted characters. That's just probably true. Yes, it is true because the wretch, they've got 1 wretch. So you are good. Huzzah. I can't reveal 11 because it's a witch. Okay, well. Okay. All right. 2 do I want to believe? More things are pointing toward 2 or 4 being a puppeteer. I'm gonna kill 2. They were good. That's not good. That's quite bad for us. That means this is true. That one of these is only one of them is evil. We don't know if 4 was lying or not yet. This could be tested because 10 we know is good. That is saying that 6 is evil and would lie to us if there was an evil character here. There is an evil character, so she told us the truth. So I think 3 is evil. And that backs up 4. Okay. And then that means this is almost certainly a lie now. Means 7's also suspicious. Which also means this could be suspicious. I don't know. But this is also true. We know this is true. There's only 1 evil. I'm thinking 7 and 9 are probably evil at this point. You told us the truth. It does not make 4 necessarily safe. I should have done 5 and 10. That would have been the better test. I honestly think 9, 8, and 7 are all evil. I'm gonna test 7. Which is evil? Who says that means the oracle is not a real oracle. Nice. And right now it's even split. So if 11 was evil, then the architect should say equal, because it would be these 3 and these 3. 11, 9, and 7, and then 11, 3, and 5. So can 1 be telling the truth right now? No, I don't think she can. I think 1 is evil, which would... Oh, wait, never mind. We know 2 is correct, and 7 was the evil one. So that means 1 is actually good. That means there's 2 pairs of evil. That means if 8 is evil, there's a pair here, and no other pair. So 8 is evil. Hell yeah! Yeah! Oh my gosh. We went through 2 full runs in 40 minutes. I can't believe that was what a good round that was. Just enough information. Of course, I did kill 2, but you know, you're allowed to have 1 villager killed. It's legitimate. Wonder what 11 was. There were a bard. Wait, there were another bard? Oh, because we had the shaman, and I didn't have any duplicates that I had revealed. Yeah, okay. Damn, 11 would have been a freebie, but also wouldn't have given us any additional information, so. Wow, the puzzles in this are so good. I want to know how they generate them. Is it truly just like pure random? Obviously, as you go up to the Ascension tiers, it generates more complex situations. And as you go through more villages, you get more cards and therefore more networks of stuff. But, wow. This game is really, really well designed. There's a lot of games that have, you know, logic puzzles where you try and figure out the truth of different statements and then find out the one that's the outlier. But this game does it so incredibly well. Like, none of the classes feel super out of place. I think there's, yeah, no, like, they're all just so good. Even the evil factions, and they all have such good combinations of traits and effects that really keep you on your toes and makes every single run just so satisfying. I think I could play this probably just forever. And this is just the demo. What's going to be in the full release if the demo's this good? It's been a long time since I've had a demo be this good. They have been working on it for a long time, but even so, wow. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, subscribe. I'll have a playlist of me playing this game in the description and a link to the game because you should go play this yourself. And I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.